All right, so we're gonna do the second arc on Attack on Titan. It is it's the action ain't really started. This is more setup.
Yeah.
It's two episodes, and it's called the Humanity's Comeback, and this is basically you gonna meet your main characters more than just Eren. We know Eren is our main protagonist, but we're gonna meet all his co-stars, his friends. And Eren joined the military because we already knew after his mom died, his main focus was to just destroy Titans. Yeah. Like, that's all he wanted. and he joined the military, and now we got to go through, really watch him go through basic training and all this. This is 5 years later, I believe, or is it? But it's gonna be 5 years since the next attack. So this is a couple years later. I know he's a lot older because at first he was like 12, now he's like 16. Yeah. So he's around like 16 or so, and he's in military school, and he's it's just like our military. It ain't too much different from a drill sergeant giving you a hard time and all that. And you meet with Armin somehow. Armin and Mikasa just follows him everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I doubt they wanted to do this.
Well, so like they're all very codependent. So like Armin literally has no other friends.
Yeah.
In his mind, they've allowed Mikasa and Eren have allowed him to keep tagging along.
Yeah.
So he's not.
Well, I ain't gonna say that because they are close.
No, I mean like in his mind, that's how he sees it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And for Mikasa, like she's kind of got this like guardian complex with Eren. Like she feels like she has to be there to protect him. There's some trauma there, but yeah. So,
well, we also so we meet other characters. So we know Mikasa and Armin was his friends, and they followed him to the military. Yeah. So they joined with him, and he was like Armin. Well, we don't know, but if I can tell you who. Kind of explain the characters a little bit. Mikasa is a badass. Like she can fight. She can do it. She's kind of cold too, where she was one of them characters. Basically, she says very little, but her actions speaks louder than words.
Yeah, and
she always follow Eren everywhere he goes, which they'll explain that later. And when Eren get in a fight, Eren is not a great fighter, but he's very. He's got a lot of heart.
You know what? I kind of liken Eren and Mikasa to like Steve Rogers and Bucky Barnes back before he got the super soldier serum. Like, always got to drag him out of a fight he should have known better than to get into.
Eren will fight anybody. And anybody that come at him wrong, he'll fight you even though he can't fight for real. I ain't gonna say he can't fight. He's just not a tough guy.
Yeah.
And he get into situations that he probably should just back off.
Oh, also,
and Mikasa will come and save his ass.
Yeah. Shout out Neo Soul God for coming through and checking out the chat.
Oh, yes.
Good to see you, boy.
Guess that's one of your friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying that like we got people watching that just stumbled onto our to the podcast. But that's cool. Thank you. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
also check anybody watching the video later on. Check out his channel. He's got some good stuff.
Okay. All right. So we got like we said, we got Misa and I'm about to call him Eren, Armin, and we got other characters. So they're gonna introduce these other characters with let's see here. So they're gonna Mikasa, right? So we got Mikasa, and they all join the military. Then we get to introduce these other characters. We get I'm about to call him Marco. John, he's one of them characters that, hey, look, man, he's actually a good leader when you watch it, but I don't want to be a leader. I just want to join the military so I can. He wanted to be the military that guards the inside of the wall.
He was looking for Easy Street.
Yeah, the Easy Street where Titans were. They never dreamed Titans would get that far. Yeah. So it's just like he just like I'm a little cushy in the military on the inside of the wall, the inside of interior.
Pretty much.
So, and then you got, who was that? That's Sasha? Well.
That's nice. You want to live in the interior, do you?
I love the drill sergeant.
Yeah, okay.
I love him so much.
You're a shit recruit. If you can't handle this, Kirstein, then forget about joining the military.
So apparently, drill sergeants can put their hands on you. Like I was heard in the military, they can shout at you, they can do this, but they can't put their hands on you.
It's not like that in.
He just headbutted him because he didn't like what he said.
I love that character so much just because like the way he talks to them, it's like they should know what's coming and they never do. It's like, so you want to live cushy, huh?
I don't know why this dude looks so happy, and this drill sergeant gonna let him know stop looking happy. But we got to do this looking happy for some reason.
South side of Wall Rose, I am to join the military police and give life and limb in service to the king.
Well then, that makes you an idealistic fool and a rube. You want the truth? The only use the king has for your life and limbs are as Titan fodder. Hey, cue ball!
Like he can talk. Well, look at his face now.
Oh man, I love it. This
So
is one of my
okay,
favorite
this is
scenes.
another character. What's his name?
I can't
Connie.
remember. Connie.
Go village, sir!
You have it backwards, Connie Springer. That was the first thing you were taught. This salute represents the resolve in your heart to fight those bent on the systematic destruction of our people. Is your heart on your right side?
There's my girl Sasha.
Now we're gonna get to her. So we got Armin, Mikasa, Connie, Jean.
God.
It's maybe two more. Oh, it's gonna be Ymir and Krista.
Yeah.
Which I think that's Krista behind him. I'm not sure, but right now he's distracted by Sasha, and we talked about her. Sasha is off the wall.
Yeah.
Is basically she's addicted to food.
Yeah.
That's her thing.
Yeah.
And she can't stop eating for some reason, and she's
Can't
eating
stop,
in the
won't
middle of the drill sergeant going like getting out, get on everybody's case just because they new recruits. You know how that go.
Yeah.
They gonna break you down.
Like that's
how the military works.
That's the first. That's the first. The first thing they do. They get you is like, all right, y'all think you about something? Let me let you know.
And
what's
if you
up.
come in smiling like, yeah, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, they gonna tell you ain't gonna do nothing.
Like we done already seen this man destroy 2 people. He
Yeah.
was in the process of destroying his third.
And she just eating a potato or something. And I think maybe she doing that just so he can lay off them, or she just can't help herself.
I can't tell. Like that's the thing about Sasha. You can never tell when she's just trying to do for her people, and when she's just hungry.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Yeah.
You are officially on my shit list! Who the hell are you?
Sasha Browse from Dopper Village at your service! Reporting for duty, sir!
Sasha Browse, huh?
So the drill sergeant is like, he almost baffled that somebody would even be that bold to be eating food while he just like going through his little thing.
It's like, I think it's that the Attack on Titan abridged series. Like they do the scene, and it's like, "What you got there, recruit?" Just eating a potato.
But she, hold on.
You want some?
Here, sir. Have half.
Really?
She kind of messed up everything he was trying to do, because now everybody like, oh, that was nice. And she just doing laps or whatever.
Yeah.
So we kind of meet the group, and then we meet 2 other guys, Reiner and Bertrand.
Berthold.
And you like, who are these guys? After going back and watching it, they get real. They are real shifty. Like their eyes, especially Reiner, his eyes just get real shifty. When somebody say something, he'll just be looking like out the corner of his eye.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah.
And I didn't pick that up the first time, but going back and watching it, knowing what I know, you know, you see. Let's see if I can catch the scene where Reiner, because you know Eren like to go on tirades of how you gonna kill Titans and all this stuff. And I couldn't find nothing yet. But if they show Ryan, he's like Ryan and Bertha, they came from this town from way over here or whatever. So anyway, this is 2 episodes about how his training is going. Yeah. So Eren is not taken to the air gear.
The 3D maneuver gear.
Yeah. And that becomes a big deal. See, that made me want to stop watching it too. Because I said, all this going on, why are we caring about this little dude, learning how to use this little 3D gear?
Well, also, like, he's also the only one who can't get it down. Right?
So that's Reiner and Berto. That's the other 2 guys of the group.
Yeah.
Berto is very standoffish. He barely say anything. Always seems like something's on his mind. And Reiner is like the big brother. He always got advice for you and, help you out when you need him. So they cool when you meet them. So it's a cool little group.
Yeah.
And then this whole episode basically is Eren don't know how to use the air gear.
Yeah.
And they're going to help him. And it's like, that's cool. That's a light little thing.
It's just to follow up the first 2 episodes with this.
Exactly. You already got me on the edge of my seat seeing people get ate to death. Now I'm supposed to watch. Well, you did establish he's your main protagonist, but watch him learn how to use this air gear. And I'm gonna show you when he finally get it. Everybody all happy like it's a big deal. And I was like, man, y'all got Titans to worry about. Forget this. You know what I'm saying?
Like even like they established that he's your main protagonist, and then he's the least, like, at least at this stage in their training. I can't imagine him being an effective protagonist next to all these people who are so much better than him.
Yeah, so let me see.
Like Mikasa, Berthold, and Reiner.
Right, but it's just the whole point. They made a big deal about him just moving forward in the class, because if he can't master this, then he's going to be kicked out.
We don't have to kick you out. Yay!
Hold on.
Equipment was defective. If given a piece of functional gear, you might not be worthless after all. Quartermaster didn't notice this broken clasp. Might have to visit the supply depot and crack a couple skulls.
He still did it, even while wearing that busted gear. Amazing. So you mean I didn't wash out?
So
you made the cut. Now keep training, cadet.
I did it! I really did it! Check it out, Mikasa! I'm doing it! I can fight the Titans! You don't have to worry about me! Not anymore!
Yeah, right.
Well,
like things worked out for him.
Look, his eyes are saying, check me out.
So they playing the music. It's like a big deal. It's like he took a step in the direction of.
It's a shonen anime moment.
But, all right, but after what they set up before that, this ain't nothing. This is stupid.
Can I just say, like, how poorly Eren gets Mikasa, where, like, she would have been happy if he had washed out?
I think she broke his gear.
Yeah.
Because his gear was broke by somebody.
Yeah.
So that was another little plot point. I don't know if it was Masika?
Mikasa.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if it was her or somebody broke
Put some respect on her name.
Yeah. I thought it was Mikasa. It's Mikasa. Anyway, but that's your whole episode. It was about him learning to use the air gear, the 3D gear or whatever. And I'm like, okay, y'all got to fight Titans. And it's like, you happy, but I'm going to tell you right now, you got a lot to deal with because
at this point, we still haven't seen, like, how the 3D maneuver gear is actually, effective.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we understand how it's supposed to operate.
Right. To us, that's like, what is this?
Yeah.
You just floating.
Like,
we got training montage of showing them fighting, the cardboard cutouts or whatnot. Excuse me. And I do love the camera work when they show. Oh yeah.
like this series, if it has nothing else going for it,
like that POV shot.
Yeah.
But it'd be like, it's a third person because you see their whole body, but the camera follows them as they move
I guess
along.
you'd call it like digital camera work.
Yeah.
Like, it's really on point. Like the scenes are like, it's so weird to have to figure out ways to say this because like they're not shot, right? But like in the sense of their well-crafted scenes, they're well shot, even though there's no actual camera.
Okay. Oh, you know what's a character I forgot about?
Oh yeah,
Annie. Annie she's in the military school with him, but she's not going to join the Scouts.
Yeah.
Let's see.
No, wait! This isn't hell! Oh, crap!
Apparently she's a skilled martial artist, fighter, whatnot.
Like she's not the best with the 3D maneuver gear, but she's exceedingly fit and a great fighter.
Yeah, apparently she don't. She's a very what's it called? Somebody who just don't care about nothing. Always negative, pessimistic kind of character.
Yeah,
that's standoffish or whatever, and that's going to come into play later.
Yeah. But and like I'm gonna be honest, like I kind of liked Annie, like as far as her fitting her trope was.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she was a great example of that kind of character. Like she ain't in it. Don't add her about the BS. She came here to get the job she was trying to get. And get gone.
Yeah, we'll get more about why they act the way they act. As the if I can get you okay, I'm looking for. Basically, it was more of a montage of them using their powers, and I did find it though. Which one of the weaker persons is Armin.
Built like a daffodil, but academically brilliant.
Daffodil. So they're gonna kind of.
You hear me?
And Armin, but that he's very smart.
Yeah.
His so they kind of give a little.
I mean, that's just like because most of these
academically brilliant.
Something.
I was hoping to I just let the sound play.
Yeah. So like they go through the trouble of like Eren's not the most physically capable of the cadets.
Gifted with a sword, but does not exactly play well with others. Bertolt Huber, heaps of native talent, but too mild-mannered. Jean Kirstein, head of the class on ODM, also an insufferable smartass with a hair-trigger temper.
Think those show-offs can slice and dice? Best hope you see a Titan before I do. Military police.
I was trying to show
Save a place for Shaw!
the tracking shot.
Way to lead the charge! You don't care if I steal your thunder, right?
Sasha Browse, unusually fine instincts, rarely shares them with her teammates. Connie Springer, agile on the switchbacks, few sandwiches shy of a picnic.
What does that actually mean? They're trying to say he's a dumbass or something. I never came across as a dumbass. I guess he kind of simple.
Still not deep enough.
Mikasa Ackerman, model cadet, excels in everything. In fact, it's no overstatement to call the girl a genius. Eren Yeager, lackluster in the classroom, marginally better in the field. But driven by a sense of purpose that's almost terrifying.
That's a perfect way to describe it.
Yeah, that was on point.
So this kind of like that's your characters that you gonna follow, and guess what? They get to live. Do you remember Crewman number 6?
No.
Well, I mean, do you remember the whole concept of Crewman number 6?
Yeah.
Basically, somebody that comes along so they could die on the mission.
They
got a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean, this show is full of red shirts.
Yeah.
You'll meet plenty of them.
Right. So since we got to know these group, the people that we got to know, they're the only ones that get to live. Everybody else, if you see somebody else with them, if you don't recognize them, oh, they gone.
If you got a first and last name and a clear character, you got a shot.
Yeah.
If you miss any of
that's
that-
my one friend. Sorry.
Hey,
make
look over there. That's the dude I used to roll with back in the. Oh, he's gone.
But okay, so they all graduate, and then once they graduate, they're gonna decide what they want to do in the military, and of course, Eren chooses the Scouts, and the Scouts is the people that go outside the wall, and they get more Titan.
Yeah.
They get more Titan action. That's why Eren did it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why everybody else did it.
Well, like since Eren did it, both Armin and
Mikasa did it.
They followed him, and for whatever reason, everybody else changed their mind from one to go.
I know. So we got also was Jean, Berto and what's his name?
Connie.
No,
Oh.
the armor type. Well, we got Berto and you don't know his name?
I just had it.
Anyway,
yeah. That guy. Anyways,
what's his name? You know his friggin' name. They didn't put him in the montage. That's him right there.
Yeah. God damn.
Reinhardt, yeah.
Yeah.
And Connie, why Connie? I guess they accept anybody because I guess Connie got some skills. Yeah. Connie and Armin and Krista, they are the weaker people in the bunch, and they joined the Scouts. And they didn't really say why they joined the Scouts.
Yeah,
and
I think
they didn't show those two characters a little later, Ymir and Krista.
Yeah, they show up a little later. But I think, like, for one thing, it's like the Scout Regiment doesn't have, like, standards.
Well, yeah, and that's because you're probably going to die. It's super dangerous. It's like, why would you join?
Yeah.
Eren had a reason, and Eren didn't really care if he died.
Right. I know some of them, they tried to talk him out of it. It's like, you should really be here. Like, it'd be a much more worthwhile use of your skills. Nah, I'm going for the Scouts.
Yeah.
Please don't.
And why John changed his mind, I forget why. They had a reason, but it didn't even make sense. We find out later that Berta and Rainer had a reason.
Yeah.
But everybody else, I was just wondering, like, really, y'all? Why do y'all all join the Scouts?
Like me, I wouldn't have.
Me
but
either.
then I wouldn't have joined the military.
That either. But, they all join the Scouts, which goes outside the wall. And it's your whole group that we just met, pretty much. And that's kind of start the whole story of what's going to happen after that. That's the end of the whole, I guess what they call it, the humanity fights back arc?
Something like that.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much that whole arc. You get to meet all of your side characters, figure out where people are coming from, get their characters on the page, and then back to the meat.
Right. It was more character development and introducing us to those newer characters.
And letting you know what your three main characters are like now after a time.
Yeah, it's been about 5 years since the attack on that wall. I forget the name of that wall. And now they chase with but then now they become scouts, so that means they gotta go outside the wall and fight the Titans. And we'll see from there. And the next one, the next arc is gonna be Attack on Trost. So it's gonna be some fighting. Yeah. So now we get to see their skills in the field.
Yeah. The one thing I will say is, like, I still have a hard time understanding. So, like, the 3D maneuver gear. I get how it functions, but I'm like, you really have to be around something. Like if you're just, like, in a field.
Yeah, you're right. It's like Spider-Man. It's like he can't swing unless he got something to grab.
Yeah. So it's like Trees, fine. Buildings, great.
And not to mention when the wire needs to get somewhere, hook into it, then pull them.
Yeah.
That's time.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, if you miss your shot on that wire.
You miss your shot, or if it don't hook in, or if you don't have time for it to go to the spot, hook in, then pull you.
And don't let it snag on something while you swinging.
Yeah, I know. So whoever came up with this idea,
like,
it's like, I guess that's the technology they got. You know, I was like, they can't make rocket boosters or whatever. So, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And as you see, you saw the first episode of the second season, right? Where they didn't even know nothing about that.
Yeah.
The other team.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too far into that, but
Right,
they was like, what the fuck is that? He's like, what is that? I'm going to take this. Let me get that. But, yeah.
This is so interesting.
But, yeah, they all passed the military school, and they all going to join the Scouts. And we're going to see from there in the next arc. And we'll jump on that next week. So this is the end of the second arc. What's it called again? The
Humanities. Is it Humanities?
Humanities.
Comeback?
Yeah, Humanities Comeback.
Yeah.
You're right. Humanities Comeback. That arc. So yeah, that's the end of Humanities Comeback arc. And stay tuned next week for our next arc, the Attack on Trosk, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna wrap up. Thanks for checking out the video. Please subscribe to the channel. We don't have.
But at this point, follow the channel.
We have follow on Twitch and
follow
on YouTube.
Twitch,
subscribe
on YouTube.
to the Epic Anime Critics.
But yeah, if you didn't catch, for those who didn't catch this live, we will be posting these videos on YouTube, on our anime channel, Epic Anime Critics. Follow us there. Give us some thumbs up. Comment if you like what you saw here, what you want, what your thoughts on the series are, and what you'd like to see us do next. And please, 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 please follow our other YouTube channel, Epic Entertainment Critics. We want to see you there too.
Yes, well said. All right, y'all. We are.